Let's play Space Empires 4X with the Close Encounters expansion on Tabletop Simulator. This is the 5th video of this series. You can find a playlist of all the videos in the description. The last round was a bit uneventful for my empire, but the alien players managed to conquer another deep space planet. That put them at 8 points, only 3 away from winning the game. Moreover, the red alien will now have 2 extra rolls during its economic phase, a very nice boost to its economy. In my quest to conquer Centauri, I purchased 2 transports last turn to ferry my marines there. Making use of my braided move tech and my pipeline network, they should be able to complete the journey in 1 round. The alien player still has to complete its 6th economy phase. I'll go ahead and do that now. The red alien takes a whopping 50 CP, 30 to its fleet column and 20 to its tech. The blue player adds 30 to its tech, needle launch, a new fleet. I'll erase the old information of previously deployed or destroyed fleets to unclog the spreadsheet. There are only 2 fleets currently active on the map, both belonging to the blue player. Alright, now let's take the first movement turn for this round. I will start moving my fleet towards Centauri. Distinct to invading a regular player's colony, I will need to completely take out the gray ships there in order to land my troops. So I will need some serious firepower. The Argo will move to join the battle cruisers. Okay, before I continue moving the rest of my fleet, I need to assign a target destination to the alien player's fleets. The red player has no fleets. I need to do this for the 2nd and 3rd blue fleets only. Size discarded since it's well defended. Vega and Archers can be reached in the same amount of economic phases, but since Vega is closer, the 3rd fleet will go there. The 2nd blue fleet will also set Vega as its target, so both fleets will head towards that planet. Okay, back to my fleet. The battle cruisers will move next to Centauri and wait there for the transports and the Argo. The new battle cruisers won't be able to make it to the invasion force in time, so I'll move them down to defend my colonies from the expansion fleets. Each transport can carry 6 ground troops, so the 2 transports will take the 11 Marines with them. It will move 2 hexes using the MS pipelines and pick up the 12th Marine station on Valhalla. The infantry unit left behind can help defend the colony in case of an invasion. Now the miner will move onto the warpoint to reach the galactic capital next turn. The other miner will go for the 10 mineral marker next to Centauri. That's all my ships. The blue alien will move its fleets closer to Vega next. Now, let's take the 2nd movement turn. The BC will wait for the rest of the invasion force, and the Argo will move to join them. The miner will follow to collect the minerals. The troop transport will pick up the last Marine. I will add it to the marker with 5 Marines to make it 6. After loading the Marine, the transport will move 1 sector closer. Remember, the transport has braided drives, so it will move 2 sectors on the next turn, just enough to join the invasion. Let's move the miner to the galactic capital and collect the 10 mineral marker there. Finally, the 2nd battle cruiser fleet will move to Psi. I think they'll be better positioned there to deal with the incoming alien fleets. It's the blue alien's turn to move. Once again, it will keep moving its fleets closer to Vega. Okay, it's the last movement turn for the round. It's time to attempt to invade Centaur. I will move in the Argo, the 2 battle cruisers, and the transport using its movement tech. The miner will move towards my colonies to deposit the 10 minerals next round. I decided to keep the other battle cruisers on site, so I won't move them. The miner on the galactic capital will return to the warpoint carrying the 10 minerals. I won't get any income from minerals this round, but the 20 CP next round will be well worth it. The blue fleets will take their last turn as well and move closer to my system. The 3rd fleet will be able to move twice using its Movement 2 technology. I was so excited about the invasion that I completely forgot to carry the battle before doing the aliens' turn. I will go ahead and do the battle now. The result will not change how the blue fleets would have moved, so I'll leave them there. Okay, let's move the ship markers and set up the battle board. My battle cruisers and flagship both have B initiative. Alright, now let's reveal the gray ships. Okay, it's not the easiest, but it could have been worse. It's 3 C ships and a single D. There are 4 enemy ships, and I only have 3 besides my transports. Unfortunately, I will only be able to screen one of my transports. The other will have to endure the first firing round. I will split the transports into 2 markers to separate them on the battle board. Let's start the battle. The Argo and the battle cruisers will go first since they have the highest initiative. The Argo will fire at the lone D-class ship. It will need a roll of 3 or less to hit. That's a 2. Right off the bat I score a hit. The D-class ship is destroyed. The Argo will need to roll for experience. But first I'll tidy up the discarded markers. Okay, no promotion for the Argo. Now the battle cruisers will have a go. They have upgraded weapons, so they add 1 to their attack strength. The C-class enemy ship has a defense of 2, so they need to roll 4 or less to hit. A hit and a miss. I take down another gray ship. Okay, now the battle cruisers will roll 1 die for experience. So close, but no promotion. And now the awful moment we were waiting for. The 2 remaining gray ships will fire at my transport. It has a defense of 1, so the enemy will hit on 4s. The first attack misses with a 6. The second one also is a 6. My transport survives. And now they get to fire back at the gray ships. Their total attack strength with the tech upgrade is 2. It is not enough to overcome the enemy defense of 2, but a roll of 1 is an automatic hit, so it will need 1s to hit. A hit would have been amazing. Now that I have 3 more ships than the enemy, I can screen both of my transports. I'll start a new firing round. The Argo will go first again. Now that it is firing at the C-class ships, it will need 2 or less to hit. And the Argo hits again. It's having a fantastic performance. Sadly, it still can't get promoted. The battle cruisers will try to finish off the last ship. It will need force to take it down. Yes, that's 2 hits. This was a very smooth battle. Now they roll for experience. Nothing again! What can I do? I don't think I will ever get another promotion. Might be worthwhile to invest in the next step of military academy. Alright, so now I'll land my troops to try and take over the colony. I think that bringing 12 Marines might be overkill, but it's better to be safe. As with the alien players, the Defender will have 5 militia units. I don't have the drop pod technology, so my troops will skip the first firing round and the militia will go first. It needed 4 or less, only 1 die hits. It's not enough to kill the Marine. We start a new firing round. This time the Marines will attack. It needs 6 or less to hit. Okay, the first volley almost wiped out the militia. That's 4 hits out of 6. I'll roll for the other 6 Marines. That's 5 hits, more than enough to take out the last resisting militia. With that, I take over the colony. It went a lot better than I thought it would. We didn't lose a single ship or troop. I will clean up the battle board and move all the units to the map. I will get an alien technology card as the reward for conquering a deep space planet. Okay, that's interesting. The card is a holodeck and it will reduce the maintenance cost for fighters and carriers by half. I might consider investing in fighter tech to make use of it. The colony I conquered will be reduced from 5 to 3 CP. I will place the marker on the planet before I forget. I also need to do the same for the second colony the red player conquered on last round. Although it really doesn't affect the game that much, I also forgot to grow out the red aliens colonies during the last economic phase. The blue alien has already moved its ships, so I'm done with the movement turns, and now I need to proceed to the 7th economic phase. I wasn't able to collect any minerals. My 2 miners are loaded but won't arrive until next round. So that's 0 for minerals. My MS pipeline network hasn't grown. It will still produce 7 CP. Since all my colonies were fully developed last turn, I only need to add 3 to the colony CP total to take into account the newly conquered colony. I have a maintenance increase of 6 CP from the units I purchased last round, 4 from the battle cruisers and 2 from the transports, and I had no losses this round. Therefore, the total maintenance for this round is 10. I've got 71 to spend this round. I need to think what to purchase. But first, let me pull my 2 free ground troops. I'll take 2 Marines. I am tempted to invest in fighter tech now that I have the holodeck, but it might be a bad idea to show our hand to the alien player this early. It is better to keep the fighters a surprise for a while until I can mount an assault. That way they won't be able to counter with point defenses. Let's start by purchasing a shipyard to shore up the production capabilities on Psi. That will cost me 6. And let's get an MS pipeline to complete the network all the way to the galactic capital. That way the ships on my homeworld will reach the capital in 2 turns. It will be a good idea to start investing in Minesweeper technology. The aliens love to defend their colonies with mines. I usually like to start producing sweepers at the second level, as each one can remove 2 mines instead of 1 before combat. So, I will purchase the first level so that later on when I need them, I can go to the next. I still have 52 to spend. The enemy fleets are getting closer. I need to defend my home system, so I will spend 45 to build 3 battle cruisers. I will produce 2 on my homeworld and 1 on Psi. I have 7 remaining. I'll leave it for the next economic phase. Alright, let's make sure to mark the new battle cruisers with the current technology levels. So that's it for my purchases. I will place my new units on the map. I will place the Free Marines on Psi and Vega. The battle cruisers will be split between my homeworld and Psi. Okay, I forgot I already had some on Psi. Since they have the same technology level, I can add it to the BC marker there. The MS pipeline will go on my homeworld. And finally, let's add the shipyard on Psi. Now we'll have 4, and we'll be able to produce 2 battle cruisers or a fully loaded carrier in future turns. Now I increase the newly conquered colony on Centauri to 5. Since I have 9 fully developed colonies, I will receive 3 free troops next round. That's if I can keep them until the end of the next movement round, of course. The red alien player's second colony also grows to 5. I think this is a good spot to end this part. It was shorter than usual, but I hope you enjoyed it as well. On the next video, I will complete the alien player's 7th economic phase and proceed with the 8th round. I'll need to deal with the 2 fast-approaching expansion fleets. I am confident my newly purchased ships will be enough to give me an edge over the incoming enemy. Don't forget to leave a comment if you would like to share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.